And welcome back to Big Apple Hockey for another episode of The Final Buzzer. I am your host for today, and as you can tell, my voice is just kind of shot. John Flokowski. As always, I'm riding solo. It's going to be a very short one today. I've got to get ready for work in a little bit, so I do apologize, but it's going to be a very, very short one today. So, we're going to just kind of go through things here, do a little good, bad, ugly, and I'll take a few comments. But this one's going to be pretty short. So, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but as always, here we go. All right, I don't know what's happening there. That was weird. But, yeah, they did it. They did it. Can't believe it, but they did it. My voice is shot. I was with Marc and a friend of mine last night. But Ranger fans, how are we all feeling this morning? It's a beautiful day in New York for a multitude of reasons. The weather's nice. The sun's out. And these boys put up another W last night, moving on to face the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. And yeah, David, I was nervous as all hell entering that game. When they got that 2-0 lead, I was still nervous. When they scored that third goal, I was finally able to breathe a little bit. But I can't even believe that they won. The fourth goal came, and I was like, all right, this game's over. And I knew at that point. And then Carolina scored the goal, and then Filipino just right back and was just like, nope, we're going right back to a 4-goal lead. And I was just like, yep, there we go. As soon as that was it, as soon as that happened, I knew that was it. But I'll go through some. I don't have any bad or ugly here. It's all good because baby, it's all good, baby, like the notorious B.I.G. once said. So, Ryan Lindgren. I know I recycled this actually from my last stream, but I have to reuse this because Ryan Lindgren got hurt and he got back up and he played again. It was a clear boarding call. Someone should have gotten a major for that. Nino Niederreiter, garbage human being, but he should have gotten a major for that. No call, nothing. Lindgren gets back up and takes care of business. So, and Ryan Lindgren played great in this game. So, we're more on the rest of the defense in a minute, but this was a great team effort, and Ryan Lindgren showing the heart of a true warrior was a big reason why I think this team won the way that it did. So, and then Barclay Goodrow. How many block shots did this guy have last night? Like, this is why the Rangers acquired Barclay Goodrow. It's for games like this. And yes, I know I criticized the contract. I know that I said that they should have either given him less of the AAV, or they should have given him less term, or they should have not given him the no trade protection. They had to cave somewhere, or they had to like draw the line somewhere and hold the line on him, but they didn't. They gave him this contract, and him coming back to me might be the difference in the series. Because in games 6 and 7, you saw this team tighten up and play a defensive game that they hadn't played since everybody was all together healthy, like right after the trade deadline when Mott and Vetrano and Kopp first came over, and they were just limiting chances left and right against teams. So, you know what? I love it. Barclay Goodrow has done nothing but proven me wrong. And I'll eat that crow sandwich all day if Barclay Goodrow keeps playing the way he's playing. And it just one block shot after another, one good defensive play after another. He means the world to this team. He really does. And I don't know if they don't have his experience in that locker room, if they don't have him making those plays, putting his body on the line. I don't know how this team plays, because you need guys like that lead the way. So, yeah, there are ways to make Crow more appetizing. I'll just throw a little hot sauce on it. There are some definitely good comments. I'm going to star real quick. Yeah, that one we'll get to that in a little bit as well. But I'll move on from the next point. The Trouba train runs another one over because Seth Jarvis, yeah, he got I want Fugazi in the semi. Oh God, Bissonnette is more angry than Canes, Penguins, and Islanders fans put together. I've even seen some Toronto Maple Leafs fans, and Domlish isn't at the Athletic. Oh my God, he is so mad right now. Yeah, my analytics, they say that the Rangers should be bad, but the Rangers keep winning. What? Shut up. Shut up. Go fuck around with your stat sheets elsewhere. Like, please, like, give me a break. Guy thinks that hockey is played on a spreadsheet with some arbitrary values. That's why, you know what? I wanted to be in the hockey media for so long, but I can't stand it. I can't stand this stuff these days. It's just it's all a bunch of people who've never played hockey before talking about like how it should be played on a damn spreadsheet, and they have no grasp of it. So get out of here. So, but yeah, this was a big win. So they're here. I'm sorry, but Nino Niederreiter is garbage on the ice. He's a garbage human being on the ice, and that's what he is. That's how he plays. An embarrassment to himself. He should be embarrassed. So I don't care what anybody says about Niederreiter. So, but the Trouba train runs another one over, and Seth Jarvis is out. Seth Jarvis was out, and that really kind of set the tone there. So, but yeah, Rick, hey buddy, and yeah, it's unexpected journey is really the two words to really kind of spell it out, if you will. So it really kind of makes a lot of sense when you say that. Geez. So yeah, Seth Jarvis he got cooked. The kid line continued their great play, and Alexei Lafreniere is just been a beast. He's been a beast, and he's been a big part of that third line playing so well. Philip Hedl has just been a man-child, just possessed. Just another one from him came in and scored. Philip Hedl is making his case to not leave New York. I thought for sure he'd be gone, but I don't know if they're going to move him now at this point this offseason. I think they're going to keep him. I don't know how you can with the way he's played in his playoffs. I don't know. And there's another comment that I just saw that I'm going to start because I want to talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, but Philip Hedl, Capo Caco was great along the boards, great defensively. I really thought that him back on that line made that line so much better. That line cannot be split up. They are playing so great. They're one of the best lines in the entire playoffs right now. So, and that's the thing. But yeah, we want the cup is basically it's where it is. Let's go. Rick, I don't know if Trouba's worth the contract necessarily. $8 million is a lot for a second pairing defenseman. I don't know if he'll ever be worth that, but I mean, if he plays like he's worth $5-6 million when he's playing right now, I'll gladly take that, or at least these last two games, because in the playoffs so far overall, he's been kind of an albatross, but he's just not. These last two games have been pretty good from him. So, Tony DeBozo and Max Domi absolutely embarrassed themselves in this series. Max Domi looks like a spoiled little entitled brat, and Tony DeBozo got into his own head and lost the series. And the Chris Kreider goal, what happened? Tony was caught pinching, and Slavin had to try to go catch Kreider in a foot race. And Slavin wasn't catching Kreider, as good of a skater as Slavin is. Chris Kreider is one of the fastest skaters in the entire league for a reason. And Jacob Slavin was not catching him on that breakaway. So, but yeah, Tony and Max, bye-bye. Or Igor Shesterkin, we'll give him the wave. We'll give him the chirp wave, if you will, from Igor Shesterkin. Yeah, bad job by ESPN not getting that. We needed that. We needed that, and they just did not get that. So disappointed about that. But I called out Chris Kreider. I called him out several times, and right before the game, probably about like a half hour to an hour, I was in a Twitter space with some people I'm cool with on there. And I said, I'm once again challenging Chris Kreider to show up. And Chris Kreider showed up in the biggest possible way he could, sans scoring a hat trick. That's it. Chris Kreider was great in this game. He was absolutely great. I said that you have to go out there and you have to show everybody why you want to be the captain. And this was a game where Chris Kreider went out and said, hey, I'm going to be the captain. 7-1. 7-1, Chris Kreider in elimination games now. Or in games where they're facing elimination or series. I think I have to pull up the stat again from ESPN. They put it up there last night. It was ridiculous. I saw the numbers. Chris Kreider is trying to make himself into the next Justin Williams, and I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I know you're all here for that. So let's see that happen. But I'm going to go on to the next point. Igor Shesterkin, lights out. 1.71 goals against average for the series. 1.71. You want to talk about a guy that put up big numbers like that made things look easy, that put up like video game numbers in the playoffs? The guy that he took over for did that. Henrik Lundqvist. He put up those types of numbers in elimination games and series against better teams that we all thought they were going to lose to. That was Henrik Lundqvist and what he did. Igor Shesterkin has just been phenomenal since that last pull against Pittsburgh in game 4. So, yeah, Igor Shesterkin he's been the Hart Trophy candidate since then. Oh my God. When he made that kick save on that one timer, I thought that was going in, but he made that kick save and you just knew that he was locked in when that kick save was made. That was unbelievable. You knew it. Carolina knew it. They were defeated after that. That was it. That was it. The defense stepped up big time. And I'm not just talking one defender. I'm not talking a pairing. I'm not even just talking about the defense corps. I'm talking about the whole team. But I do want to give a lot of credit to the defense overall, the defense corps in their unit of 6, because all 6 of them I thought played really well. Jacob Trouba, like I said, these last 2 games have been his 2 best games of playoffs, in my opinion. Keandre Miller has been a stud all playoffs. Adam Fox had himself a hell of a game last night. A goal and an assist, and he was just on point. It was more like the Adam Norris Fox that we know and love. And Ryan Lindgren, like I said before, a warrior, getting boarded from behind by that dirtbag Niederreiter, and he gets back up, and he shows you why he should have a letter on his jersey. They show you why. And yeah, and Gallant realizing that Nemeth was garbage and just playing Braun, it just really has saved this team. But Braun, I mean, he had a good game last night. Braden Schneider is becoming a cornerstone piece in front of our eyes as well. Schneider is going to be a contributor. I'm telling you right now, this is a real good team. This is a real good team, and they got some depth. And I'm just very happy to see this team playing the way that they're playing right now. And then just the way that they locked everything down defensively last night, for the most part, was really good. Like, Carolina got their chances, but the Rangers at certain points in that game were just like, okay, we're not going to give you anything anymore. And they just decided to take over the game, and that's what happened. And it's incredible to watch. It really is, because you're seeing guys like Adam Fox put together the performances that made them household names in the big situations where they needed to. And like I said, and like Pete said, when Pete was on with us when we did the series preview, the Rangers were going to win this series if their best guys were their best guys, and their best guys ended up being their best guys when it mattered the most. And just like in the Pittsburgh series, it's exactly what happened. It was the blueprint. So, and yeah, lots of blue shirt fans in Carolina, Mark. Lots of them. So, that's actually a good question from Chris T. I'm going to I'm going to bookmark that, so this way we'll talk about that before. I'm going to bookmark this other one from DP as well, because that's a good one. So, but got one more thing. I'm just going to say it. We're going to start calling these guys the comeback kids. So, because it's just amazing to see how well this team comes back and plays. So they're down 3-1 against Pittsburgh. They came back. Down 3-2 against Carolina. Win 2 games. Breaks Carolina's streak of consecutive home wins. On the road, they go into Carolina in Game 7, and they absolutely blow the doors off of them. So I love it. I'm going to continue to doubt this team because they just continue to prove me wrong. So I'm just going to continue to doubt them. It's working. It's working. So I'm going to continue to doubt them. So, but I'm going to go through the bookmark comments here. Chris T, when Strome missed the open net and the Canes had the 2-on-1, yeah, that was scary. That was real scary. I thought the game was going to change there. So I was like, oh, God. That was, I think everybody collectively gasped at Croker's last night, because I was with Marc and Dave Ortiz. So we'll move on from that comment. And then Chris also asked, who is more mad, the Pens, Canes, or Isles fans? I'm just going to say yes. That's going to be my responses, Chris. Yes. So, and Sean, imagine if Panarin comes alive. Yeah, that's a big one, Sean. I love that, because if Panarin comes alive, then you're looking at a team that real dangerous, real tough to stop at that point. So if he gets going, Tampa's going to be in for it. So let me go back to the other comments. We're going to unstar that one. Chris T also asks, do the Rangers bring back Rooney against Tampa and scratch Reeves? Here's the question. Is Sammy Blais coming back? Which actually leads to David's question, which he had. I think it's possible that Sammy Blais very much plays this series. The timetable is about right. It's about 6 months. So Sammy Blais should be available at some point this series, I believe. I know he's been skating in a non-contact jersey, so he's got to be close. So, and then DP, no, you weren't the only one that was still nervous. You're not just paranoid, DP. So, everybody nervous, I think, a little bit, just a tad. I mean, after they scored the after Heedle's breakaway goal, little break in there, I my nerves really shot down a bit. I was able to kind of relax at that point. So, and and Diane, I kind of just I'm not gonna lie, I was all over Kreider, but I've been challenging them to play, and they've been responding. So I'm going to continue to challenge them. I'm going to continue to do so. Rangers and Lightning, the bottom two teams in the faceoffs. What's the status on Braden Point, by the way? I know he missed some time in the last series. So if Braden Point's out for any bit, or if he's banged up, maybe the Rangers can take advantage of that. So Sean says Reeves stays in. This will be an old school brutal battle. Yeah, I'm here for it. Let's go. 2K says fire me up. I think we're all a little fired up today. Marc is not hungover as much as it is that Marc didn't get in or didn't get home until about 5:30 in the morning. Marc bartends, so you got to remember Marc's there all night. Sergachev and Hagel being questionable really hurts Tampa, but Point being out is like the big thing because he is Mr. Playoffs right now. Like he's like one of the guys that you do not want to see in the playoffs. So Sean Marcus at the courthouse legally changing his name to Justin. Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah, that would be Marc. He'll change his name to Justin Williams. Nah, actually, he wouldn't do that because he would not want to be associated with Justin Williams. So, because 2014 and PTSD and everything like that. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how we are super happy that it is super nice outside. It is beautiful. It is sunny. I have the shades up. It is just a perfect day here in New York. I saw the back page of the New York Daily News said blue skies. That's it. You could say the Mr. Blue Sky by Electric Light Orchestra could be the song of the day. Or Twitter is so salty today. It's beautiful. The other song could be Lovely Day by Bill Withers, by the late great Bill Withers. Rest his soul. It's a lovely day when the Rangers come back and win. So, but it's just crazy because I don't know if you all remember the season preview when we did the season preview back in like September, early October. I said that I would be very happy if the Rangers just won a playoff round, made the playoffs, won a playoff round. But here we are. The end of May. And we're going to get to see the Rangers play in the Eastern Conference Finals. Who the hell thought this? Other than Marc Messier, apparently. But who the hell thought this? Yeah, and this is a classic. I love Dropkick. I saw them last summer with Rancid, so that was my third time, I think, seeing them. But Dropkick is great. I love Dropkick. And throwback to NHL 14 as well, with Dropkick being on their soundtrack. So Rangers hockey in June is awesome. And Rick, you're right. The Rangers are playing with house money right now. Johnny, how you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well, because I know I'm doing well right now. So, David, I would like to see Gallant win the Jack Adams. I would. Yeah, I think he deserves it. I believe he will, but you never know. So, but I'm with you on this, B-Rye. All the haters' tears. I could drink them all day. I could. Just so much salt. So, but I love every minute of this. I'm over the moon. I know it's hard. I know I don't sound it just because I'm just kind of like still kind of recovering, but like this is just amazing. This is just amazing. Yeah, that pain is a lot easier to deal with than when the Rangers are winning, man. It's great. It's great. I love it. I really do. So, I'm over the moon right now. Over the damn moon. So, I'm really happy to see that the Rangers are there, and you know what? I'm not going to do predictions yet. I believe that we'll probably do a show tomorrow. I know Marc's going to do his own show at 2, but I just wanted to do a quick one. But so definitely playing with house money, Dan. Definitely agree there. Couldn't agree more with this. Chris Kreider. Steven says Chris Kreider is having the number retired. It's not a question of if, but when. Okay. Let's have Chris Kreider write a little more in the history book. So let's have him add to his lore here, if you will. So, Marc, yeah, I would say that this would be a successful season if they lose to Tampa. I mean, this team was not expected to win more than one playoff round, and even winning the playoff round was a wash. It was a 50-50 take. You know, you didn't know if they were going to win it. You didn't know if they were going to win a playoff round, and here they are in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they beat Pittsburgh, and they beat a heavily favored Carolina Hurricanes team to win. So, team that I predicted would beat the Rangers in 6. Here we are. So, yeah, Keandre Miller's been a stud. Keandre Miller has really turned a corner. The offense isn't there, but the defense is just, he's gotten worlds better. And that's really like the one thing that they want him to focus on is just the defense right now. The offense will come. I mean, he's just so naturally talented that eventually it will. And he's going to be a really, really good defender when it's all said and done. So, I can't believe the way that guys like Miller and Lafreniere and Kakko and Hedl have all turned corners. Braden Schneider too. Not a lot of people are talking about Braden Schneider and the way he's played, but Braden Schneider has been a rock for them on that third pairing. He's been a rock, and he's been solid. And I love this kid. I love this kid. I do. Because when John Davidson, when there was that video that came out on draft day 2020, a little behind the scenes video when they were making the trade call to Schneider, and Davidson said, "This is the type of guy that helps you win games in the playoffs, helps you win cups." Braden Schneider is showing that right now. He's showing it. He's been one of those guys that just has been in the trenches. He's just anchored that third pairing so well. And you know what? We talk about how Justin Braun is an improvement over Nemeth, but Justin Braun is still not a great defenseman, but Braden Schneider is really carrying that pairing. Not that Braun has been terrible. He hasn't been great. He's been all right, but Braden Schneider has really been the difference maker on that pair. He's been that good. So, and yeah, Johnny, he's been doing it very quietly. Nobody's talking about it, but Braden Schneider has been phenomenal. So, but and I can't even believe what we're seeing from these kids. It's just I thought that they would probably lose because the kids weren't going to be ready yet, but the kids have been ready, and they've been consistent through every single game. Every single game, they've been consistent. Like how? Like it's these kids are ready. They're ready. So it's amazing to watch. It really is. That was my biggest concern that I thought would be their Achilles heel. But the veterans have been spotty and inconsistent, and the kids have been incredible. They've been a driving force. They've all been difference makers. So I love the fact that I've been wrong about these kids. And Mike, I want this manifested. I want Kako getting a game winner in the ACF being manifested right now. So the kid, Marc, not even 100% bonus. The kid line has been their best line. It's been their best line. And yeah, Ryan Lindgren is probably a cyborg. He probably is, because there's no way you could take the amount of abuse that man takes and still continue to get back up and play the way he does. Like that's a guy that when you see him get up from a hit like he got up from last night, and some of the injuries that he's taken in this season, in this series, but you want to run through a damn brick wall for that guy. He is just something else. So good on Ryan Lindgren, because he's been a leader by example for this team. That's what you want. So but yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in this series. And this is one of these series where I can honestly sit back and say they're playing with house money. Whatever happens here, you know what? Great season. I can't be mad. But it's crazy to watch. It's insane to see the way that this team has developed. It's just great. You feel like a proud parent. I'm only going to go a couple more minutes, by the way, because I got to start getting ready for work. But I'll answer a couple more questions here. Sean asks, if I were to buy a Rangers jersey, what player right now? I know who I'm going with, and I'm going with Laugh. Going with Laugh. It's my boy. It's my lock. He's my my background on my phone. So yeah, I'm going with Laugh. Matt, welcome back, buddy. Just imagine if we get Sammy Blais back and a roll fourth line of Marc, Goodrow, and Blais. That's the fourth line I want. That's the fourth line I want, Matt. So welcome back, Honky Lips and Kurt. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. So no, Lindgren's a better skater than Girardi and Stahl were. I don't agree with that. Girardi, you know what? A lot of people crap on him. Sometimes I do as well, just because he really wasn't that great. But he was a shot blocker. But Girardi put in time, and he sold out. He sold his body out. So I got to give Dan Girardi a lot of credit at times as well, because he put his body through hell for this team for 10 years. So, hey, John, what's going on? And yeah, Stephen, that Boyle, Moore, Dorsett / Carcillo fourth line in 2014. That's what that gives me. But I think that Marc, Goodrow, and Blais is probably an even better line than that, because they're more skilled and they're better skaters. So yeah, I know what you meant, David, but I don't necessarily agree. But because I think that Lindgren, he's smaller than Girardi, but I think that I just think that Lindgren is a smarter player and can do a lot more, and I think that's why his career will go longer, provided that the injuries don't kill him. So, John, I don't know. We really didn't see it. Alvalenker, yeah. What a goalie Igor is. What a goalie. Yeah, and Tony will, yeah. The Tony chants were great. And the Tony chants at the Garden were even better. I know a bunch of people that were starting those up. Johnny, I think Sammy Blais will. I think he will. So. But yeah, it's going to be a tough series, Alvalenker. You're right. everybody think everybody knows this. So Tampa's going to be a tough team. But I'm going to get going. I do have work at 1 o'clock, so I got to get showered and everything like that. Maybe grab a small bite to eat before going in. But thank you all for coming on with me. We had nearly 50 viewers on for an 11:30 stream. It was awesome to get this many people on, talk Rangers hockey. Why not us? Just remember that. Why not us, boys and girls? Why not us? So, thank you all for coming on with me. And I don't care about our first rounder going to Winnipeg. Let them have it. Don't care. I want to be here. This is what matters. So, why not us? Let's go Rangers. And no quit in New York. 3 things. Believe, everybody. Believe.